I don't remember if I kept the comments on or not. Like, is that something you have to like update every time? Oh, look. Oh, there's features on here. I did not know that. Wow. Okay. It's the Bright Queen, and I'm gonna do a spiritual transmission because this wasp has kept over and over trying to get into my car while I'm sitting here, and I'm like, what? Because that is very strange. And now that I'm like decided to do this live, it stopped trying to get in. It was so weird. I had my window cracked and I kept seeing something like fly by, like out of the side of my eye, and I was like, I let it up a little bit more. I let it up a little bit more, and I kept seeing it. And then when I wrote it up fully, about 2 seconds later, it came and started like hitting to get into my car, into my window. Then did it again, and I was like, okay. Then did it again, and I stopped reading the book that I was reading. And when I put it down, I was like, okay, there's something like I'm supposed to be like recognizing. So I looked up what the meaning of that could be, and it was like protection and needing to set boundaries, which I feel like is the message. Like the window was, I had to roll it all the way up. I couldn't keep it down. I had to roll it all the way up in order to protect my space. So that's the message that I'm feeling that is needing to come through for myself and whoever's watching this and resonating with this, is the need to have really strong boundaries right now, because I feel like I'm seeing like a tornado, like those toys in the middle of the button spins the stuff around like a whoosh whooshing effect. So like things are spinning, they're picking up speed, or they're getting spent around, and it feels, because I'm getting this particular toy in mind, it's very inconsistent. It's just these little in and out pushes depending on how you push the button. So it's not a consistent intensity. It's like the push and then let go, push and then let go. So it feels like things are picking up, and I do strongly feel that things are picking up because of what you've asked for. Like your reality is shifting to become what you need it to become, what you've been asking for it to become. And you need to have really good boundaries during this time so that you don't pick up any like strays any stray like creations of yours. Like let's say in moments of frustration or in moments of doubt, you know, a lack of belief. Hold on, give me 1 second. Did that work? Okay. Yes. In a moment of doubt, you created like, oh, I can never do that, or this is always going to keep happening to me, like something that you don't want. The protection and the boundaries during this time of the button being pushed and things spinning around will keep those out of alignment, out of love, wishes or timelines or realities, whatever would have you, from like interfering with the one that's being created right now. I hope this is making sense. But I do want to say that I don't think it's a coincidence, because I'm reading this book. Again, I've already read this book called Anxious People. Anxious People. And the beginning was talking about humans and how we have so many things to do and nobody knows what they're doing. And it was listing all these things that I personally know that we don't have to do. It's just the way that this world is, societally, energetically, even though it's on the way out, that we have to do these things that cause us to feel like we're spinning out of control. The message is 3:33 right now where I am. The message is that you're not spinning out of control. Things are shaking up. Things are being a move on, intermediately. I hope that's the right terminology for like in these intervals. For one, they're in intervals so you're not overwhelmed, but they're happening so that what you have been manifesting all this time can create itself, which is that 3-4 that 333 energy. And it's 334 when I was saying that. The energy of flow, of creation, of creativity. In tarot, it's the card of the Empress. And then with me doing the 4 is the card of the Emperor. It's that foundational masculine energy. So they're working in tandem to ground this reality that you probably thought was impossible. Thank you for the like. And had like on this back burner, but on a high pedestal in the back burner, where you were thinking like, oh, this will never happen, but it would be really great if this happened. That's what I'm feeling, is that's the one that's happening. And I'm hearing how you can know this is by seeing bluebirds. That's what I just heard. Or like seeing the beak or the face of a bird up close. That is a sign that this incredible, unbelievable, you never thought this would happen reality is happening for you. And I'm hearing the reason that this is a sign is because the bluebird is that feisty bird that goes to other birds' nests and like gives them a wake-up call, like messes with their shit and stuff and will like take over their nest. But it's always temporary. And I know this because that's what happens on this little ledge in my roof where I live. Every now and then, like once a week, a bluebird will come and like be like, what the fuck y'all got going on over here? And like mess up and look around to see if there's anything to take, and then it flies off. I'm hearing that this is a good thing for you because it's removing those blocks from your life. It's getting things going. That bluebird is coming in, interrupting, this pattern, this loop that you've been on, looking for anything that needs to go. As I'm saying, it's starting to rain. As I'm saying, it's starting to rain. Looking for anything that needs to go, taking it out and leaving. And like I said before, the reason it's in these intervals is so it's not super overwhelming for you. But you also need to have good boundaries, I'm feeling, because everything is not the bluebird. And also, yeah, I think that's it. You need to learn how to recognize what is an alignment that needs to be removed, that's no longer suiting you, and what isn't. Because you could be trying to hold on to something that's no longer suitable for yourself, like me rereading this book. I'm not supposed to be reading this book that I read in the past. I'm not supposed to be going back. I don't need to get into this mind frame that I feel like was pretty common, maybe even still, of people thinking we're spinning around in space and nobody knows what they're doing and we're all just trying to figure it out because of all these things you have to do, and all of it's a lie. We are divinity embodied. We are divine beings. We know who we are. We have a home, it's within ourselves, and we create it outside of ourselves. We are not lost. We're not confused. We're not wandering. We're wanderers. We're explorers with intention. And even, you know, as harmful as this book may seem, where this person is trying to connect with humans, it's still promoting this idea of you are not divine, you are not source, and the best you can hope for is to die kind of happy. You know, like that's the vibe I'm getting from this. If you're still watching this and you're resonating with this, go ahead and give a thumbs up. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I think you could just double tap if somebody was wondering how to like this. I figured that out recently. Man, me and technology, I'd be like, what? You can do this? I had no idea. And speaking of, I feel like this is a part of the message too. There's like these super features of your life, of yourself, maybe even of your body, that you are in the process, I'm hearing in the woes, in the throes, in the throes of the woes of discovering now. Like, let's say you really wanted to, I don't know, bake all your life, but you never really got into it. And then you start getting into it because, you know, something shifts. The bluebird comes, something shifts. And now you've started baking for one reason or another. And you realize you're naturally good at baking. So it's like this super feature that you didn't even know you have is coming out. Okay? Things like that. But the particular feature that I use today, with this lighting on and off, the lighting on and off, like making the imagery more easy to see, that is what's happening for you, those of you who are resonating with this message. Like, the light is being turned on, having light bulb moments, figuring things out, things just clicking into place. So if you have been having a difficult time or stressful time or frustrating time, feeling like you can't figure something out, or feeling like a loop is starting again and possibly being triggered by it appearing like a loop is playing out again. No. What's actually happening is this thing is repeating again so that you can see this super feature that you didn't know you had play out, so it can help you henceforth, and it'll be for a reason. I'm seeing that movie Onward, that's by Pixar once again, and in that movie it's two brothers and they're trying to bring their dad back to like life for one day, but the spell goes wrong and they can only bring back his bottom half, like his hips down to his feet. And I just read this quote in this book, and it was like, a forgetful mind will make busy legs, because you'll have to like go back again and again to get something. If you're forgetful in the mind, makes busy legs. And so I feel like with that, there's someone who's currently or about to be really busy, like walking around or going back and forth to somewhere, and it might be a lot. I'm here, I don't really feel that it's gonna be like too frustrating, but it just might be a lot. So I'm hearing to prepare for that. And then while you're doing this walking or going back and forth, remember that there was a time when you used to pray to be this busy, when this was like the main thing that you wanted, was to be this busy. I keep hearing to say, because I saw it when I first got on this live, is these little spots here by my eyebrow, and it was from these dry skin patches. But I remember when I noticed this dry skin patches was a day, I felt a being tap right here. Right here, and it looks like these little 2 patches too. 1, 2. These little taps. So what I'm feeling with that is a female ancestor that is very close, and I feel like there's someone who's going to be triggered by me saying that. But a female ancestor that's really close, and I feel like she passed on, or there's a gift or a talent that you two share, and that she is encouraging you to take advantage of, because it will be helpful in the ventures that you are wanting to go down. I'm hearing someone is really wanting like some extra revenue, some extra money, or you're wanting extra money in particular that is from you, from an entrepreneurial standpoint, and not something that's like through another business or somebody else's dream. And she's saying that you two share a gift or something that you're both really talented at, that you can do with ease and for cheap and conveniently, in order to generate that revenue, that stream of income that you have been looking for. I'm hearing for some people it will be making bracelets, and I'm hearing like don't doubt yourself. There's a older gentleman that just parked next to me in this silver car. So maybe this person had a silver car, or has silver hair or something like that. But what I'm feeling is it could be something that is helpful with more mature people who are older in age. That could even be like your what's it called, like customer base. Yeah, who you like sell to, your customer base. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna see if there's anything else I had to say, and then I'll say it. So just give me a moment. Okay, thank you for the like. So what I heard is, I am the bright queen. I am very powerful. I am a being of great integrity, a being of beauty and magic, strength and abundance. And I'm saying that because it's important, because people be getting it twisted. And today I briefly watched Black Panther, and one of the things that stuck out to me was the queen, I'm pretty sure is what she was called, and she shouted to her son, "Remember who you are," or like, "Tell him who you are," like that. And then the son, like T'Challa, he started fighting back, and he was like, "I am T'Challa, like prince of something something." So I feel like there is someone who has possibly been struggling with their throat chakra, like a sounding hoarse, maybe. I'm hearing that, like that hoarse, or that nasally sound with their voice. You need to remember who you are and speak it. I'm hearing, if you have the translation of your name in the true language of like where you come from, speak that name with reverence, with ferocity, with power, with love. The wasp is kind of like back, but like I think got hit by the water, so it's like trying to like struggle to get back. But see how I chose to come here and speak, and it started raining, and it took that wasp away, and now it's struggling. I just heard a click. I don't know if you heard that, to come back and attack me, or try to anyways. The more that you are in alignment with yourself, your soul, and listening, nature will naturally rally to support you. And I'm seeing little imagery of this happening in like the Avatar. Is it the Way of Water movie, where the nature like helped that girl? It's a lot of different movie examples of this, but that's the only one I can think of right now, where like nature comes in and the animals respond to a native asking for help, asking for support, or simply declaring their birthright, declaring who they are, will naturally call in the support of nature, or natural support that is rightfully yours. Okay? So if you see a bluebird or any bird up close with the beak is where they speak, you know, where their voice comes out, where they consume, they peck away at anything getting in their way, where they see, their eyes sharp and clear. If you see a bird up close, or a bluebird, or if you see a lion standing up, so like outstretched, standing up. I don't know if that ever happens in real life, but I keep seeing that lion from Madagascar where he's always standing. That is your sign that these moments of, these bursts of frustration is the removal of realities that you do not want, removing themselves from your life, because you are being prepared for the ultimate dream life that you thought was impossible. That's what's happening. And it's a call to remember who you are, because all of this is in direct synchronicity. It's connected directly to your true self, your true soul's expression. So you declaring and standing on business about your name and who you are is another sign in itself that your highest reality is manifesting. So there you have it. I'm the Bright Queen. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking my video and supporting me. I'll see you later. I'm gonna go.